Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Well, this has been a long time coming, and I've been asked to do this by several people. So today what we're going to do is we're going to do a field review on the ESEE Izula II. Now, for those of you who have seen my other two videos on this knife, my unboxing and then the one on the modifications, I have modified this a little. I've stripped all the finish off of it. I've changed the grind angle, and I've put a 90-degree spine on the back of it. But we're going to get this thing out. We're going to beat on this a little bit and see what the limits are and what it can and it can't do, which I think you'll be surprised. So let me get you turned around here. I've got a small piece of, this may be, I'm not sure if it's peach or if it's willow, but it's one or the other. And as you can see, it's going to take every bit of that to do this. So let's beat on this thing and see what we can do with it. Get it set up here. Oh. Now, that was a little rough because of blade length, but I was still able to get it through there. When you hit a knot, you can definitely feel it back through the handle. It's not bad, but what it is where the handle's so short and it's sitting just like that in your hand, you feel it right there on that very end. Yeah. More big grubs. Get them off here. If you're wondering why that one's being so contrary, as you can see, I'm beating it right through a knot. Oh, that piece is full of black ants. We're not going to fool with them. We'll pitch them over there to the side. I don't feel like getting ate up today. Oh, so there's that. Get a piece of this over here. There we go. This knife is $10.95. It holds an incredible edge. On my modification of changing the grind angle, I went from I think it was a 30 to a 25, and it greatly improved the slicing capability. Now, for those of you that are new to this knife, the only difference between an Izula and an Izula II is the handle. The blade is the same. The handle back here is about a ½ inch longer, maybe just a little over, and the Izula II comes with the scales on it. Most of the Izulas are just skeletonized. But as far as curls, That thing is a curl making machine. Beaver chewed through this and get that end off. There we go. Oh. No problems with that. The handle on this doesn't cause any hot spots, believe it or not, to be as short as it is. The only thing I see with the handle on this one is where it's not a full length handle. You do get a little, I guess you'd say, fatigue in the hand because you're having to hold it more up on the blade. But that's the only thing I see. Where this one really excels is in small tasks. Notches. Believe it or not, it slices very well food-wise. Oh. Now this one, where I have modified the spine on it, it will strike a ferrule rod now. It wouldn't before, but it will now. Ooh, come back here. Don't bad thing about that. I know I'm kind of limiting my capabilities with this little small ferrule rod, and I apologize to you for that. Me myself, I'm not a fan of small ferro rods, but this is the one I grabbed. So, and the only reason I grabbed it is because I carry one of these in my pocket every day at work. Whew. Let's improvise here. Ooh. Uh-oh, there we go. There. Sorry that took so long, but hey, we got it done. As far as breaking down wood, here we go. You can see it's pretty good thickness there. Takes a whole lot more effort. Yeah. With that, try a smaller piece. That was kind of pushing it with that piece. Felt like I was forgetting something, and I was. That's what I was forgetting. There we go. Gotta find a solid spot to do that. So, there's the Izula II. Now, its size will limit a lot of what it can do. Beating on it and stuff like that. If you look, handles have the handles have shifted, so I'll have to realign those. That's common when you start beating and batoning on one, trying to do this with it. My hand did slip and I hit the edge of this guard right here and it peeled the skin a little. So there's limitations to it, but mainly because it's such a small knife. I mean, you're talking a palm-sized knife. And I've got medium-sized hands, so that'll give you an idea. But overall, this is my EDC fixed blade. I cut a lot of string, open boxes, open letters, sharpen pencils, just cut zip ties, that kind of stuff with it. Cut a seat belt, help cutting somebody out of a car, that kind of stuff. So for that purpose, it's hard to beat. I believe this come in with the sheath and everything at around 70, 75-ish, somewhere thereabouts at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. In the future, if anyone else strips the finish off of these, a word of advice: strip it off up even to the edge of the handles here and leave it on underneath the handles. I didn't do that, and if this knife gets wet, periodically I have to take it apart and clean all the rust off under the handles because I took a finish off. So in the future, anyone who strips the finish off of one, leave that under the handles, and it'll prevent that from happening. Just a little tip there that I've learned and wanted to pass on. Now, I will do more of my ESEE knives this way. I'll get them out and do them for you. We'll go through them from this, working our way up all the way to the ESEE 6, and talk about each individual one. Overall, I love this knife. Like I said, it's my EDC. And if you're looking for a high quality EDC blade that can do more than just open letters, open boxes, and cut twine, you can't go wrong with this. This would be a great backpack knife because it's very lightweight and very small package. If you want to do ferrule rods, Wilson, do you mind? If you want to do ferrule rods and use it with a fire steel like that, you will have to put a 90-degree spine on it. You don't have to change the grind angle, but I will tell you that it will greatly increase its cutting capabilities to go from a 30 down to a 25. It made this perform a whole lot better. And it also, like I said earlier, does well with food prep. You can cut vegetables, cut meat, everything with this, and it does a great job. And I think a lot of it's got to do with the thinness of the blade stock and the full flat grind. So there you go. Definitely a knife well worth the money. The only complaint I have with it is this: it rattles, and there is nothing short of having a custom sheath made or trying to heat the sheath up and pinch it to take that out. But overall, well worth the price. Like I said, around 70, 75 bucks, and will definitely do a whole lot more than a knife this size should. So like, share, subscribe. I'll get another one up for you soon.